And here we'll talk about the Doctrine of Signatures. Like you saw in the preview at the very beginning, that the turmeric looks really similar to fingers and the knuckles or the joints. Alberto is going to explain a little bit more what the Doctrine of Signatures mean, in particular relating to turmeric.
Yeah, and so turmeric is a good one to talk about the Doctrine of Signatures, because it's not as perhaps as evident as maybe ginger or some of the other ones that we've talked about, but it's still it's still very interesting. So we've talked about ginger and calendula as being herbal sunshine, and that due to the color, as well as the actions that they have, the color being, of course, bright orange or yellow, like the sun, and for the kind of things that they're useful for. So just like similarly to calendula, turmeric is antiviral, antiseptic, and antiparasitic, and just like sunshine is, and it has that yellowish, more orange color than ginger, for example, but kind of a similar color to calendula. And then what's interesting is that in India, turmeric grows through the monsoon season. Monsoons is the rainy time of the year where lots of rain comes down. And so turmeric really likes moist soil. When the soil starts to dry up, it stops growing, and that's usually when it's harvested. And so it likes humid and damp. Of course, the weather there's humid, all the moisture makes it humid. The soil is damp. So another aspect is that turmeric helps with circulation. It's a mild circulatory stimulant, but mostly it helps to help clean the circulatory pathways by lowering bad cholesterol or LDL and elevating good cholesterol, HDL, and it helps to prevent plaque formation. It's also anti-inflammatory. And so you may have heard that turmeric is good for arthritis. And so we have to ask ourselves, well, why would it help with arthritis? Well, if it's helping to clean the blood, if it's helping to help move the fluids and the blood to these to the extremities, then that would provide further nutrition and would provide further cleansing of those extremities. And so we have on the left a picture of where it's growing. It's moist and damp, and it's and on the right we have the picture of the rhizomes that kind of look like fingers, and we think of herbal sunshine again, and then we think of a different use for it. For example, for digestion, it is it is a choleretic, so it helps to produce bile, which helps to digest, and other gastric secretions. And this can help with heartburn. It can help with nausea, and in general, it can help to digest. So we can see how turmeric growing in a damp environment, while it's applicable for damp kind of conditions in the digestive system, where if you don't have enough of a fire or enough gastric secretions in the digestive system, then your food is not digesting quick enough. It's stagnating in your bowels, and this is going to result, or in your stomach rather, and this is going to result in heartburn, in gastritis, and in difficulties with digestion just from a slowing down. And so we have two kind of ways of thinking about it, where you have the environment that it grows in, also the shape of the rhizomes, and then taking into consideration some of its uses, we can see how these mimic what we are seeing in the plant. And it's very interesting because it's not so direct and so easy to see like some other plants, but it's there, it's subtle.